You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the May 22nd, 2023 meeting of the Long Beach Public Works Committee. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Let's call the meeting to order. This is the Long Beach Public Works Committee, May 22nd, 2023. First thing I'd like to do is introduce our newest employee, Diane Hyden. And she started in March, right? So this is her first meeting that she's a job. And then we'll move on. We need an approval of last month, March 27th minutes. And don't forget to turn your microphone on. I need a motion.
Don Rankin, I'll make a motion to approve minutes.
Okay. I second it. Okay. Is there anybody on the screen that I agree with? Okay, so all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right, Greg, Water Department.
Good morning. Last Monday, we did all the flushing and operated all the fire hydrants. We need to go back and read some. That all went well. Also read the 30 store fittings, which we will be installing on those hydrants for this year. Backhoe reports are coming in. That seems to be going good so far. We have one resident that is not wanting to do the inspection. We turned it over to the town attorney, and kind of sounds like that hopefully that might be resolved. And that's all I have as far as my feeling. What we go to new business or just wait.
No, one of you up there, why don't you?
Okay.
And because Tom, I think that get involved.
Right. Lakeshore Drive project, we're still waiting for materials to arrive. They're telling me now possibly June, but it's been kind of going that way every month. It's been April, May, June, so we'll just wait for the parts. Service line identification. They're preparing an information letter to be sent out to customers to help identify what kind of material their service line is and hope that so we can get some data from our customers to help with their item and inventory requirements. Diane has been working on a draft for us on that. So when we get that done, we're going to have to do a mailing and send that out. I'm hoping to get.
Is that like when people have galvanized pipe?
Yeah, we're looking at somebody for the residents, just the draft that Diana made up has got pictures of black galvanized slack out of the site. That's it looks like. Oh, good. So that from what I get by what they have. Hopefully we'll get enough data so that we won't not be on.
So they go look where it comes into the house. And they would-
Yeah, where the space shot up is usually where the meter's at. If they have an indoor meter, it should get up right there. It's pretty obvious what the pipe is, so hopefully we get that taken out to the scene. Water tower stairs. We're wanting to install stairs to get to the tower. We've been working with Bob until we decided to set the magical wall. They just started on level on the east side of the bunker and then go up to the tank. Right now, I just got a verbal estimated cost of 13 to 14,000. Not gonna exceed 14,000. Jacob's working on a total bid price. We do have the funds in our tank budget to do this. So I'd like a recommendation from the advisory committee to move this project forward. So that we're going to take it for the next council meeting.
If it's in the budget, we have to get approval from the council.
Not typically, but we've been bringing these matters just for informational purposes, for transparency to everybody. And when I talked to Greg, I agree with Greg that just as far as a workman compensation thing as well, this will help with a little slip and fall or give them, safe access to the tower. Something they've been wanting to do for years.
Okay, we've been able to do that for a while, and it's easier to get up there. It's easier for contractors and work.
Yeah,
I get up there for inspections. We're not mountains and we get up there,
Let them go.
Yeah. But I call it the kicker blade at the back. the backside of the step match the wall.
Okay,
So it should,
and what does that mean?
they're just concrete pads, and then it's pretty simple process to put those in.
So do you think we made a motion with a cap 15,000, we would be well within our,
I would do something.
so go ahead and you need to make that. Motion. Okay, we don't have a second. I second it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Anybody have any questions for anybody else?
I do, Attorney Summers. I'm getting questions from some of the residents that have irrigation systems and they're doing the certification plan. Are they to keep that in their files or do you want to file in town hall?
If probably, if it needs to come out of hall, sure. If they wanted to keep one for themselves, it's not advisable to you know.
I would, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, sir. Okay, we had to do business while we were out.
This year's community crossing project is happening right now. And I just got off the phone with Milestone. And we just have a little minor change in Lakeshore Drive. We're gonna go back to 2 houses west of where our start point was originally established, just in the eastbound lane. There's stone and everything else that's in the edge of the area, actually, Lakeshore Drive, we're gonna have that taken out and paid too, so it shouldn't change our costs, and we had a little higher than that, to be able to take the looks. Community crossing 2023-2, I don't really know where we're at on that as far as funding and everything else, what we're gonna turn into a project that would be out spring, summer next year. Stop 17 drainage project is, we're kind of moving along with that. We have a meeting today at 10:30 at Haas office. And other repairs and paving, that's add-on work for this year's community crossing project. And that's drainage has already been put in on 2 of those alleyways, and they are milling currently on those alleyways, and paving is scheduled, I think, for Wednesday, maybe.
Could you talk a little bit about stop 17, because I'm getting questions about it. So that's Mr. Risby, Timber,
Yeah.
and he's at 16.
1636, it's right at step 17. That water, there's a drainage pipe that goes down on private property all the way up, beyond his seat.
Is it his property that it goes out?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's a huge liability for the town to have this, drainage pipe running through private property. We can't find any records or anything that says that it's okay or that there was ever an agreement with private property owners. So the best thing to do is get that off of private property, so there's not a liability to the town. He has structures back there, he's got his septic system is back there and everything, and I don't think that the town wants to be responsible for if something happens to that pipe, that we don't want to be responsible for structure damage or, you know, with the way that septic issues are around here, that we don't want to be responsible for septic issues.
So who on that, do you remember what it for?
It's changed property owners a few times. Higher sites was before, Risby. It was Pearl, and before Pearl, it was,
Okay,
somebody else. I can't remember.
I just wondered.
is that in conjunction with the stop 18 drainage, or is that something completely different?
Most everything from stop 16 would be first, stop 17 would be taken to stop 18 at the town's, beach access property.
So would we have to tear up the money that we just spent on that beach stuff in the last few years?
Some of it is
Okay.
And where will the water go?
onto the beach access property.
I took a walk down there yesterday and there is a large pipe that comes up from under the boardwalk. That just looks like it drains right into the lake. Is that going to be changed?
I would have to look honestly at those plans again, because it's been a while and there's been a few changes over time that, you know, like today's meeting at 10:30, I do believe, right, John?
Yeah, today's meeting will be the final meeting for the time if there's any changes. They've made a proposal to us, the engineering firm, Haas and Associates, and then we'll take a look at it today. And if everything seems okay to us, then we'll tell them to go ahead and bid the package so that we can get a bid date established and we can bring it to this group and the town council at that point, because it'll be a finished product and we can take a look at it. We'll have comments, we can entertain comments, but essentially it'll be a little bit of misogyny down there, but it's functioning as it is now as the drain that area is stuff 18. So this will just open to where we're going to do a little bit more. And rain gardens, slash area down there to accommodate it, but it won't be as concentrated as what's down there now. What you're talking about, pipes, they can be a little more dispersed before it gets down there, is my understanding. But we'll confirm that when we see the problem today.
I did take a picture if anybody wants it, and but we should all see it. Right.
We've got plenty of pictures, you know. So as in terms of the money we've spent recently, we hope not to disturb that walkway that we put in. So that money won't be disturbed. I don't think it's just the question of additional bog gardens sort of thing.
Has Fox given us a ballpark number of the cost to do all that to divert that drain?
It ranges right now, but uncertainty on cost of material, supply and everything else, it's all over.
Okay. Is it more than what we paid to fix the stuff?
The whole drainage project, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do is get a bid package together so we can finalize the number and make a decision as to whether we go forward or not. Just
Okay. Thank you, Tom. Oh, did you get to cover the alley repairs and paving?
Yeah, that's currently.
That's what they're getting ready to, okay. All right, so on to water department old business. And Lynn has been working with the town attorney, and we will have a public hearing at the June 18th meeting to talk about vacant lots. An ordinance to amend and restate the water rates and charges for the use of services rendered by the town Long Beach Water Department. So June 18th, we'll have a public hearing on that. Okay. Lynn, are you gonna do or Diane, are you gonna do the building adjustment?
Sure, yes, we are. We had, thank you. Sorry about that. We did have two customers who had late fees adjusted. Both customers called us and let us know that they hadn't received their invoices. So we went ahead and did that. And then we also had 3 customers that had ACH issues with their banks. We've spoken with all the customers and resolved the issues with them as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, anything from the floor? Okay.
Morning, Tim Perry, bus stop, about 1902 Victory Drive. So, I've seen some preliminary drawings about the plan to divert the water from 17 to 18. I've also talked to Mr. Zafar Rizvi about his frustrations. And he had a plan that was much less money, which we rejected, unfortunately, and I'm still not sure why. But I hope that this committee and the town council will look at alternatives before we commit to $400,000, $700,000, whatever the number is. Frankly, because with the sewer issue, with the public works building being an issue, with the Woodruff building we don't have yet, I think that we're going to have trouble paying for this if it's that amount. And if there's a more economical solution, we should explore that and whatever else we can. Other than that.
Did Safar say what he proposed?
Yeah, he said he would give an easement to his property for the town to run a pipe down from the street to the beach, as long as the town maintained the pipe. And the town rejected that, proposal.
That's a false statement. First of all, the first proposal was where Mr. Ridley involved taking down all the trees, because the only place we could put it was in the proximity to where it exists now. So we proposed to Mr. Risby, after spending a bunch of money on engineering, that the line could potentially be replaced. So that was the first proposal by the town. The town did not reject it. Mr. Risby rejected it because he did not want to have those trees taken down. So let's correct the record on that.
Right, thank you. But prior to that proposal by the town, there was another proposal by Risby, which he accepted, and according to him, okay, this is not my version, according to Risby, he'll chime in, I'm sure, but according to Risby, he had a proposal that the town rejected. Then the town came back and said, we're going to open the channel of water and remove your trees. And with that, he said, forget it, I'm not doing it. So that, but be that what it may, you can talk to Risby, obviously, but my only point is, I know a little bit about the money around this place, and we should look at other alternatives before we go spend 400 and 700K to accommodate only a few people that live on Lakeshore Drive. When we have things like the sewer, the public works building, and other financial obligations that we get to see moving. So that's my only point on that. Quick history lesson, that guy right there, anything is Clarence Matthias, founder of, they call him Mr. Long Beach. He lived in the home next door to me. My house was his horse stable. Bus stop 18 was his access to my house. As president of the Long Beach Company, he donated that lot, bus stop 18 to the town. So the town is leaving that lot much different than the other bus stops. The deed on that lot says for street purposes only. So I fought with that. Everybody knows that, but I fought with the park board, and they moved that, for lack of a better word. They said it didn't apply to street purposes only. So they dumped 5 or 6 truckloads of sand and found beach grass and re-engineered everything to the tune of $50,000. I have the invoices. It cost them $50,000 to re-engineer the parking pad, the drainage, the sand, the beach grass, planting, all that was $50K. Now we're going to rip up some of that, all of it. Maybe none of it, I don't know. It seems hard to imagine that if we put riprap on the whole thing, we're not going to be moving sand and beach grass and taking away the things that we spent $50,000 just 2 years ago. My point at the end of that is, it ain't a street if we put in riprap all the way down the lake. And then finally, if that bus stop 18 turns into some retention pond and all that water drips down and raised the beach, town will have legal issues from myself and the people who currently enjoy bus stop 18. Believe it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Anybody else? Okay, I need a motion to adjourn. Oh, Laura. No, it's just Becky. Oh, okay. Oh, Ernie, do you have something?
I was just gonna follow up on my comment about the issues that water is not disposed of properly. We're already, and folks that died in the DNR, or what went into the lake at 20 pump house, or a lot of substance that go washed into the lake. And if that happens again, I don't know what they're, but we're on the radar.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a comment on this role that's been said here just in the last few minutes. First of all, it doesn't just benefit a couple of individuals. We've got the intent of the stormwater fund creation and the collection of those funds was to correct stormwater issues up and down the entire town, which we've done. The CCMG projects have introduced quite a few new structures, which help a lot of our situations in terms of stormwater. This is one more of those types of situations where we've taken a look and we've got significant water bonding and water drainage issues. So this was a solution not only for Mr. Frisbee's property, but for everybody, basically from about 16 and a half all the way up to 19. There's quite a bit of water that collects to stop 18 as well as 17 off the roadway in people's property. So the intent of this project was not just capture Mr. Frisbee's situation, but also to increase or decrease rather all the timing of water problems we have down in the creek. It's not just Frisbee's project, it's a project that we've all anticipated trying to get rid of the problems up and down that whole area. So we've still got other areas that are in not quite that same situation, but similar. So what we try to do as a group with the street department and the public works is take a look at where we've got problems, come up with solutions, and then see if we can afford them and try to use those funds in the stormwater and pick the bus up on this project. So this is just one more project on this.
I agree with that. My concern is watching the runoff along the lake, some settlers, purification. And but it's gonna come back to this committee for approval before we went in.
This committee doesn't approve anything. We can be a recommendation as far as it goes. As a courtesy, we plan to bring it back, yes, and then have us take a look at it if need be, and then propose it to the council, either favorable or unfavorable, but this committee doesn't approve anything. So in terms of this particular project, and the timeline is we're gonna meet with them today. We're gonna hopefully get the finalized proposal together from them. If we agree with what they're proposing, we'll bring it here for everybody to take a look at. We'll bring it to the council for approval. If they say go ahead, then we'll put it out the bid. Once we get the numbers, we'll see what we got.
Okay, anybody else, anything else? Then I need a motion to adjourn. Thank you, Laura.
I think.
All in favor? Okay, see you next month, June 26th.